First of all, hello, beautiful people. I've gotten my composure a little bit and I wanted to share the rest of this with you. What you're looking at right now is a drawing. This drawing was done by Terrell Rhodes, telling the police where to look for AMARI's body. And if you look at my walkthrough, I showed you this exact area. This is killing me right now to look at this. The murderer drew this out. Oh my God, I'm shaking a little bit. I mean, I knew all this, but I thank Las Vegas Metropolitan Police Department for putting this information out here and being transparent with us because we need to know the details of this stuff. We don't just want to see the highlights. So let me read this to you. Oh my God. We already seen the video where he grabs the detective's gun and fights with officers. Now we just saw the picture here. So what they're saying is, oh my God. According to police, he had just confessed to killing 2-year-old AMARI Nicholson and drew a map showing where the body could be found. That was right before the video we saw when he couldn't take it. He didn't want to go back to jail and he grabbed the officer's gun. Sheesh. Oh my God. Rhodes, 27, faces a first-degree murder charge in the toddler's death, as well as 2 counts of attempted murder for taking the officer's weapon. He also faces 4 counts of assault on a police officer with a deadly weapon and 4 counts of resisting a police officer with the use of a firearm. Oh my God. This just goes more into the story as we know it about when it happened, why it happened, or not why, I guess, but where mom was. Police determined Rhodes' story was not true and they began to search for the boy. They found AMARI 7 days later after his alleged confession. Rhodes admitted to hitting the child several times after he urinated on himself. He said the child turned blue and purple and stopped breathing. Prosecutors are weighing whether to seek the death penalty in this case, and his next court date is in 10 days on June 25th. This bastard. I mean, God, this picture gives me the creeps because I have walked that path. The only thing I couldn't do was get right here. Look at he drew a damn stick man of the baby. Oh my God. And you couldn't get in there because they had locked the gate that enters, and the only other way is to climb a big wall, like one of those walls that borders your parking spots in apartment complexes and goes around a garbage can or something like that. I can still see it. This is rough, even for me. I didn't know that that's how they found him. They didn't tell us that, and they certainly didn't show it to us. My God. This is what I really came back for. I'll link the video that shows him actually grabbing the gun and everything if you haven't seen it yet. But this drawing right here, oh my God. In God's name. So it looks like to me he's showing like he went over the wall because this is coming from the Emerald Suites where they lived. and it would be a wall right here. The wall I was talking about. This is the parking lot that people drive through, and then their cars are parked here, 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 like this. And there's a wall on this side, all the way down. You can't go through here. So he either went over, like that line is kind of going over. Maybe he jumped the wall. That if that's what he's saying. Because to come in from this way, you would have to leave the Emerald Suites, walk up Paradise, turn left on 20, go past 7-Eleven, then McDonald's, then a dispensary, and then you get to the Sequel Suites. It's a long walk with the deceased child. And this was a gate. When I went out there, this gate was locked. I don't know if it was before. If not, you could have just entered this way. But his drawing kind of tells me he might have tossed the baby over the wall. This damn drawing. I hate you so much right now. Terrell, Rhodes. Burn in Hell. Lethal Injection. Electric Chair. Noose. I don't care. Guilty, guilty, guilty. The damn devil himself.
And I want to change that. Every night, I'm going to sit down with America's top newsmakers and celebrities.
Let's let her not. I can't with. Oh my God. Let's see what they have to say.
I-Team. AMARI Nicholson is the name many of our viewers know by now, and according to testimony in the newly released court documents, the toddler's accused killer drew a map for police after he confessed. Vanessa Murphy joins us live in studio to explain more about the alleged confession. Vanessa.
Yeah, police say once Terrell Rhodes knew he was caught in a lie, he changed his story and then confessed to killing AMARI Nicholson. AMARI was just 2 years old. I want to warn our viewers, the details here are tough to listen to. During an interview with police, a homicide detective testified in front of the grand jury that Rhodes, quote, admitted that AMARI had urinated on himself several times, and he became upset and angry, so he hit AMARI several times, and quote, he explained AMARI was gasping for air and then turned blue and purple in the face. He said he tried CPR and AMARI could not be revived. Rhodes was watching AMARI while his girlfriend, who is the child's mother, was out of town to help care for a family member. Police say Rhodes drew a map to show where he put AMARI's body. Investigators found the child's remains the next day. I talked with AMARI's mother last month.
He took a precious child away from many people, and he needs to pay attention to how we all feel, because this is not okay.
We do not know at this point whether the Clark County District Attorney's Office will pursue the death penalty. Last month, DA Steve Wolfson told me it was too early to tell. Rhodes is currently at the Clark County Detention Center facing charges for murder, attempted murder, assault on a protected person, and resisting an officer. Those charges are related to Rhodes grabbing an officer's gun in the interview room. More on that at 5 and 6.
Okay, hold on.
Grabbing an officer and resisting an officer. Those charges are related.
Sorry, I'm trying to go back to the fence, the gate that I was just telling you guys about in the beginning. This new screen recorder my son has me using, and I'm not very good at it. Okay, there we go, right there. Looks like the timestamp is about 1:09.
Investigators found the child's remains the next day. I talked with AMARI's mother.
Okay, I'll pause it there. If you need to rewind it, just a little bit. It's driving me crazy because I really want to show this.
Mother last month.
He took a precious child away from.
Yeah, you shouldn't have left him and went to Colorado. That's how I feel about her. So, let's see if I can pause this.
Where he put Amari's body.
Right there. Now, there's a big darn play button on top of it, but where these two officers are going, that's an open gate. I'll unpause it in a minute. That is the gate I was talking about. In his drawing, he doesn't show himself coming around this way. This is the way I was saying you'd have to walk past McDonald's and this dispensary with all those cameras on their building and all those things, and then come right up to the front of this building through that gate to go between the wall to leave the baby under the shallow rocks where he did. But the way he drew his picture doesn't look like he came in this front entrance. This gate was locked when I went out there, so I couldn't walk through there because Lord knows I would have. Oh God, I would have had to. But this is not what he drew. He drew himself coming from the Emerald Suites where they live, and it looks like going over the wall. But this is the same wall that goes all the way around that I was talking about. It's just seems like it's a lot taller on the backside, and it doesn't have this wrought iron at the top, so you could totally go over it. I mean, it's high as hell, but you don't have this to stop you. But this is the gate. This is the entrance, official entrance into the area where Amari was found. I can't believe that bastard drew a little stick man where the body was supposed to be. Oh, I wasn't ready for this morning, y'all. I swear, I was doing research in the middle of something that Tiffany Marie sent me, and I looked down and I saw that video. All right, I'll leave it here. Please decide on the death penalty for this guy. They're going back and forth right now, but come on. Give him what he wants. He wanted to die. Now that we have what we need, Amari resting in peace, give him what he wants. I'm all for it.
Investigators found the child's remains the next day. I talked with Amari's mother last month.